ladies. So I was going to come to y'all live tomorrow night, but I just found out that we're going to be on the road. So instead, I'm going to go ahead and pre-record it and I will post it tomorrow. But what I was going to go through was my cleaning and I was going to do some masks. So first off, I have these right here. And all that is I had some dry wipes, I guess. Yeah, they're dry wipes. And I added our micellar water. So I'm going to be doing a double clean. So I'm going to use that to get the first layer off. And then I'm going to go back in with my Acne, my Clear Proof. So, and also I'm going to start out with, I don't have very much left in here. I use this stuff a lot. It's so good. And it doesn't leave my eyes greasy. I've actually tried other brands of eye makeup remover, and it's left my eyes greasy or just didn't get all of it off. This stuff, it does. This stuff, I love this stuff. So, and this is something that the ladies in MaryKay, they like to call it the liquid gold. So I'm going to give it a good shake first. And I'm going to apply it onto a cotton ball. And I've kind of flattened my cotton ball out. That way I don't use an excess amount on there. And then I'm just going to let it sit on my eye for a couple of minutes. Or a couple seconds. Kind of work it to where it's on every lash. And then I will clean it off. Sorry, I make weird faces whenever I clean my face. So. Okay. And as you can tell, I haven't got all of it just yet, but I have got the majority. And there we go. That eye's completely clean. It's all on here. Get my next one, get my eye completely cleaned off. And then I'm going to move on to the micellar water. Now, the micellar water, what it is good for, it is good as a dirt magnet. It pulls all the imperfections from the skin. So, and it also gets just that first layer of makeup off. So, sorry, I'm not very good at talking while I do this. And tomorrow morning, I will post a makeup tutorial of how I apply my makeup. So now I'm going to take my micellar water sheet and open it up completely and get all of that off. So they put these nice little dry wipes in with my MaryKay stuff, and since I have not had a party yet, I actually went ahead and used them for my micellar water because I thought, you know, that's a pretty good idea. Instead of buying the cotton rounds, and you know, the cotton rounds, they only work for so much. But that is something that they did recommend, either that or we have reusable cotton rounds that we have through MaryKay. And I have some of those along with some kits for this. But I'm just going to take it and just kind of wipe. Makeup. See, I love to use these, especially after I get off work. I try not to wear a whole lot of makeup to work because of everything that I deal with at work, all the chemicals that we deal with. So you can see all the stress pimples that I've got down here, and I have messed with them. I pick. Whenever I get nervous, I pick. And it's a bad habit, and I'm trying to quit that, but it's not working very well for me. Okay. I'm actually going to I go all around my neck. That's one thing that, yeah, I clean it with my body wash, but who knows what all kinds of dirt's on there from the day. I'm going to go ahead and take my necklace off because I will be going down on my neck whenever I do my actual face wash. But as you can see, it's gotten all that off. So my next step will be to get some warm water on a rag. Might have to let it run for a couple minutes. Come on, warm water. And you don't want it to be too hot. You don't want it to be like what you would do in the shower. You never want it to be that hot. It doesn't need to be. It's not for your face. That right there should be good. And I'm just going to take my rag and just kind of dampen my face before I put my clear proof on. So I'm going to take my clear proof, and this is the cleansing gel, and I'm going to just kind of, I like to rub it in on my hand and then kind of start on my face. And avoid my eyes. Now I had a scrubber that I didn't purchase this one through MaryKay, but I plan to eventually purchase the one for MaryKay because it looks like it would probably work a lot better than this one. This one I've just had for years, and it still works good, so I didn't want to get rid of it just yet, but I'm just gonna. Okay. And I'm going to rinse that off. Alright, that portion is done, and I'm going to kind of blot my face dry. Now, if this was where I was going to be stopping after I blot my face dry and use my toner, goodness gracious, I couldn't even think of it. After I use my toner on my face, I would normally, since it is nighttime, and I'm going to do this after my masks come off, I'm going to use this acne treatment on these spots, and then I will use my Clear Proof moisturizer, and this is an oil-free moisturizer. Love this stuff. But I'm going to blot my face dry for now. Use my toner, which I have another cotton ball for that. done. And now I'm going to move on to the masking portion. So I like to do, what I normally would do would be a tri-mask. And that usually consists of my, my clear proof charcoal mask. And that I normally put down here because that is my main area. But today I'm going to lift it up into here because, as you can tell, I've got another stress one up here. So this stuff is really great. Whenever it dries, it shows you where all of your deepest, nastiest stuff is. It will bring it to the top and pull it out of your pores. It's really great. And then for up above right there, I have a dry spot right here, and then I have dry right down in here. But today I'm just going to use my Time Wise Moisture Renewing up here, and the other portion right underneath my eyes, I'm going to use what we lovingly call Sleep in a Jar. And these are the hydrogel patches. They are shiny. They're kind of slick and kind of gooey feeling, but they are magic. They rehydrate your eyes. They take the puffiness away. I love these things. And then while I have all that going, I'm actually fixing to start with this one right here. This is our satin lips. So I'm going to start with the satin lips scrub. That way, because I haven't got all that lipstick off from earlier. Needed to. Let me see if I can. Sorry, I'm using my phone as my mirror. I have my actual bathroom mirror open right now so that I can actually clip this on and get this going for you guys. So I'm going to use this stuff. It is, it's the sugar scrub, and it's the white tea and citrus, and it smells so good, and it tastes good too. And so I'm just going to put a little dot onto my lips and just kind of rub it in. Yeah. Okay, and you can actually let that sit for about a minute on your lips. And usually I'll rinse it off within after a minute, but I'm going to let it sit throughout my whole masking experience tonight. That way, whenever I do rinse it off, because I'll periodically do that and get some of that extra grit going into the dry spots that are on my lips. And I should use that stuff a lot more than I do, because I have this really bad habit. I have a lot of bad habits, but I have this really bad one of biting my lips and licking my lips, and it causes them to get dry and cracked, and it's not pretty. But after the mask comes off, I'm going to put our white tea and citrus gloss. This is just actually it's a shea butter balm, and it makes your lips so soft, so smooth. I absolutely adore this stuff. So now I'm going to start with my masks, and I have our MaryKay mask applicator here, which will help me out a lot, and I'm going to re-dampen my face before I put my masks on, or at least before I put my charcoal mask on. I'm just going to give myself a good little dab there. This stuff smells really cool. It's kind of like got a bit of a scenty, minty scent. It is just charcoal as far as I know. It says deep cleansing charcoal mask. But it does. It feels so good on your skin. I just love it. I know you're probably thinking, you guys are probably thinking, she loves everything, doesn't she? But they have so many amazing products that, I mean, you know, really, there's not much not to love. So. I start out there and kind of go into those creases because my nose is got some huge pores. Now tomorrow night I might make another film because we are planning on going to the mountains, but I might take my microdermabrasion stuff and do another film including the microdermabrasion. They say not to do like if you're gonna do one mask, don't do two masks like that. So don't, like, if I'm going to do my charcoal mask tonight, I'm not going to do the microdermabrasion tonight. I'll wait until tomorrow to do that one, or I'll wait a couple of days. But I am going to go ahead and do it tomorrow night. That way you guys can see the difference. It's a lot easier, but at the same time, it doesn't pull everything to the front. It just kind of helps exfoliate the skin. I'm going to put a little bit more on there. Because I am weird like that. I like to put extra on to make sure I get every little inch covered. I'll go down over these, up underneath here just a little bit. Okay, now I will let this sit and dry, and I'm going to rinse this mask applicator off and do my time-wise on my forehead where I did not get the charcoal mask. Actually, I need to try to even that out a little bit. It's going to drive me nuts if I don't. Okay. And I have some like little cheap mask applicators that every once in a while I will use those instead. I might go ahead and use one of these actually. I'll use my pink one. Okay, so now I'm going to take my Time Wise and put a dollop on here. And then I'm just going to kind of go up above. And do the sides over here. Okay. Now that one is done. And that one is something that you can leave on for, as long as you leave on your charcoal mask, you can leave it on for, I think it says 10 minutes. Yeah, it's 10 minutes and then rinse. Or you can actually put it on your face if you're finding that you're having a really dry night or a really dry day and you just want to put some extra moisture back into your skin. You can actually leave that on your skin overnight and then rinse it off in the morning. And I would suggest rinsing it off because you don't want to have that extra sitting on your skin. And you really don't want to, you really don't want to go without doing something for your skin first thing in the morning. Because at night, when you're sleeping, your skin, your pores, they open up and they get rid of all the stuff, all the bacteria, all the nastiness that's up underneath your pores. Your pores tend to spit it out, and it will leave films on your skin. Goodness, is that one or is that more? I can't tell if that's one or more. Here's our hydrogel patches, and these are really neat. They feel really nice on the skin. Kind of like tingling at first, but it's so soft, so smooth, and I love them. So, okay, so I'm going to put mine just right here. And it's okay that it's overlapping here. I'm not going to mess with that. I'm going to try to push this kind of towards the... There we go. Kind of trying to keep it from getting too close to the inner portion of my eye. Put my second one on here. And these, I can't remember exactly how much they cost, but I think it's like 30 something, 40 something. I can't remember, but however much it is, they were worth it. I purchased these. These were actually one of my first purchases after I started selling MaryKay. I loved, I loved the idea of having something that would help soothe and relax my eyes. And especially since, I'm constantly switching shifts for Michelin. I'm going from nights to days, and we only have like a few days to readjust. So I find myself using these whenever I feel like my eyes are just, they're getting real puffy, they're red, they've got the bags up underneath, and it really helps to take that down and take it out and reduce the puffiness, reduce the redness, and then it rehydrates everything, so they're definitely worth every penny to me. And if I had to do it over again, these would be one of the first items I would purchase again because they're nice. So anyway, that is how I have it right now. And as you can see, it's starting to dry a little bit. But I'm going to stop for now, and I'll come back whenever it fully dries and I'm getting ready to rinse it off. And I'll show you all the appliance of my acne treatment gel and my moisturizer, and also my butter balm. All right, well, I will see you ladies. Oh, and I'll have another extra special thing too, but that's for later. I'll see y'all in a little bit.